To be completely frank, your desire is not what's in questioning right now. This is not the problem. This is not what's holding you back. If anything, it's highly encouraged to have desire. Because to obtain anything, we have to want to do it. You feel me? We have to want to obtain the goal, to reach new heights, to get the new thing in our life. The problem is you're not reconstructing your foundation. You're not reconstructing your identity to match the person who obtains the goal, who gets what they want, who's living their dream life, who's 2.0. Okay? You have the desire. You want it. You want it. You know you want it. We're not confused about that. It's just, have you analyzed your foundation yet? Have you done a self-study on yourself? Have you been analytical with yourself? Have you done an examination with yourself? What is your foundation? Does your foundation match the person who achieves the goal? Does your foundation match the person who gets what they want? You need to align yourself with that human being. That human being is you, by the way. Just reconstruct it. You have to reconstruct the foundation. That's the starting point. That's the starting point. Who you identify with. Let's say, for example, you want bigger bands. Yeah, you want a higher income. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I want a higher. There's nothing wrong with saying you want a higher income. Let's throw out a number, 1 million. Maybe you cool with less, maybe you want more. But let's say you want $1 million and you not even nowhere near there. What does a $1 million version of yourself do? They're proactive. They're determined. They manage their money well. They know how to budget. They are confident and they feel secure within themselves that they're able to obtain that kind of financial stability. They know that. They know that. However, because you're not seeing the external come to light, you might feel like that's not you. And that's not true at all. That can be you if you reconstruct your foundation. This is where a shift happens. This is where you go from the person who wants to do it to the person who ends up actually achieving it. This is how you go from I tried to I did. You just hear the difference. You just hear the difference. This is how you shift from I want it, but I'm a procrastinator and I don't do things until it's urgent, until it's the last minute, to the person who I prioritize what needs to be done first. And I get it done. This is how we shift. You have to shift into that other person. But you do that by reconstructing your foundation. Because just because you want something, that doesn't mean you automatically become the person who gets it. No, something has to happen internally. Because my personal motto, sounds like I'm saying model. My personal motto is, if what you're doing right now is working, you would have already achieved it. That's not even just how I feel. That is a fact. If what you're doing right here, right now is working so well for you, why haven't you achieved it yet? I'm not even talking about the external world. Internally, there's no achievement. You have not achieved it. That means something has to change. If you doing this diet, it's not helping you lose weight. Either you gotta analyze what you're doing within the diet, or that's not the diet for you, or that's not the exercise for you to lose the weight or to achieve the kind of body type you want. Because, for example, let's say you're a girl, you want an hourglass. Okay, you doing an exercise that's helping you lose weight. Cool, so now you got the thin waist, but you don't got the hourglass though. So you need to change that. You need to change. And what needs to be changed here is your foundation. You have to reconstruct it. You can do that by utilizing the power of I am. I am is so much different from saying what you want to have, what you want to be. I want a car. I want a mansion. I want to reach this kind of status. I want this amount of followers. I want a business. I'm not saying I want $1 million to I am the type of person who's capable of making $1 million. It sounds different. It feels different Because saying I am is an identity thing. Think about yourself. If you're a man, I am a man. I am Jamaican, for example. I am Dominican. I am born in America. You see, it sounds very factual. And it correlates with your identity because you're saying I am. That's how you're identifying yourself. I am honest. I am truthful. I am determined. I am ambitious. Not I want to be. I want to be ambitious. I want $1 million. I want to achieve my goal. I want to be the 2.0 version of myself. I want the life that I've been thinking about in my head. You saying I want is creating distance between you becoming that person who gets it. It's creating the distance just in your language. By saying I want that. You saying I want is signaling goodness. You saying I want is sending a signal saying you don't have. And that you're not already that. Just using I am, cool, calm affirmation daily, it's a good way to kickstart things. Now, to really put everything together, it's your actions. And yes, I understand if you get to a point you don't feel like doing certain things. But you know for what you want, you have to do those things, but you don't feel like it. So actions, when you do it to a point that it becomes automatic, you're not going to really feel that way no more. You're not really going to feel, I don't feel like. You just automatically do it. Same way how you automatically get up and you go brush your teeth. Even if you don't feel like it, it's an automatic function. That's how your brain starts to operate. But the actions have to align with your values. So let's say you want to do content. What would be your values as a content creator? Let's say you want to do a business. What is your value as a business person? How you going to want a successful business and you're saying things to yourself, I am insecure, I have low self-esteem, I have doubts that I'm even able to achieve that, it's 1 in a million. You saying things like that to yourself, if that's your value system, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You are shooting yourself in the foot. You have to think. Really, just sit and think. Or even use ChatGPT, ask people. Or just observe. Simple observation. Okay, I see this person is doing the stuff I want to do. What's their mindset? What are some behaviors that they have? What actions are they taking to be that person? And align that with yourself. If you want to do clothes, but you don't know too much information, what would a person who wants to learn about clothes and drop a clothing brand do? They become a person who consistently learns about the clothing field. So you have to say, I am a learner of clothing. I am a learner of fashion. And then after you say that, then you actually go online and start reading articles about fashion. Start watching YouTube videos about fashion. Start reading books about clothes, the history of clothing, all of that. Then you take the actions. So now what's happening? What you are saying and what you are doing, you are now becoming. You say, you do, then become. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible. This successful black pastor who also talks about wealth says something like this. Think about the creation of the world. God said, I'm so for real. Read Genesis chapter 1. God said he wanted this. Then he did it and he said it was good. Then it became. So he said, he did, it became. Said, did, became. Said, did, became. We are made in God's image. We are made in God's image. He has given us the ability to create. Humans create. Think about it. Houses, television shows, sports, cars, clothes, new food inventions. I'm promising you, like some food stuff, like s'mores was in the beginning of time. You know what I mean? We create. But there's a certain order to do that. Even God said he wanted light. So he said it. That's the thought. Then he did it. Then it became. So what are you doing? What is your foundation? You have to align Your foundation has to align with the values of what you're trying to do. It has to. Like what? Let's say you 300 pounds, you trying to go to 150. What does the 150-pound version of you value? You prioritize your gym time. So you start saying, I am somebody who goes to the gym. I am somebody who values healthy nutrition. I am someone who can manage my time where I have enough time in the day to go to the gym. I am that. It's no longer I want to go to the gym. I want to eat healthy. No. You are saying what you value now. Like, you don't have to become it for it to happen. You can start implementing those actions now. Make those actions your foundation, and start moving in accordance to who you want to be, or the person that achieves the goal that you want. It has to be a part of your value. And when it becomes a part of your values, a part of your beliefs, a part of your character, that foundation building, your principles, I promise you, the 7 Habits book really got me on one. Because a lot of the stuff I'm preaching right now was from that book. I'm not even gonna hold that. No promo, by the way. I'm just being for real. And when you start doing this, don't be negotiating with yourself neither. We're gonna go back to the money example. You want to be the person who gets higher income. So you're saying, I am a budgeter. So you're starting to budget. I am somebody who manages my money. You're tracking your expenses. You're thinking of ideas to expand the bag. You're thinking about assets. You're thinking about how to expand your business. You see, you're thinking in that way now. But since the old you didn't think that way, it's still going to try to creep in and be like, hey, like, we don't got to do all of that. And I need you to not negotiate. Do not negotiate with your old self. Do not negotiate with the person that had the foundation of the person that's totally opposite of the person you're trying to be. You don't go back and forth with that. Think about when you try to cut off somebody, you cut off somebody toxic out your life, or somebody did you wrong and you cut them off and they trying to circle back. You're not even trying to negotiate, like, it's done, right? So the same way you can do that with people on the street, yes, you're going to have to do that with yourself. We not going back and forth about this. We do not understand how we can be our own biggest enemy a lot of times. Do not be negotiating, going back and forth on yourself. Oh, maybe I don't. No. It's trying to hold you back. That old foundation you had is going to hold you back. Your previous identity is going to hold you back. You have to adopt this new identity. I'm not saying you have to 100% change who you are. Like, you know who you are as a person. You know what I mean? However, your actions and your foundation has to align with the person who achieves what you want. It's that simple. And I haven't talked about feelings too much, but I promise you, even if you don't feel like doing those actions, if you do it every day, it gets to a point you don't even start thinking about the feelings. You just do it. I be feeling like that sometimes. There's some things I don't want to do because I'm still in the journey with y'all too. Like, I'm still getting out the comfort zone. I'm still trying to align myself with the person I'm trying to be. And there's some things I don't feel like doing. I just don't even think. Just don't even think. When you start feeling, don't even think about it. Because then you start entertaining it. And then it starts making sense to you. Like, yeah, like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Yeah, I have work. Like, just don't even think. Focus on the action and the I am. If you trying to get that money, you're not entertaining, let's blow our money on a shopping spree, or let's go to this concert, knowing damn well you should have invested some of that shit. Knowing damn well. But no, you still want to negotiate with the old self, which is understandable because that's who we used to be. That's what we used to. We used to how we used to be. Funny how that worked, right? Not no more. Not no more at all. This is how you're going to get what you want. And obviously working in accordance with God. So let's not even forget about that. But I'm so serious. Examine what your foundation is. Because like I said, we know you have the desire. We know that. It's still not in question. Even at the end of the video, it's still not in question. We know there's something you want in this life. We know that. So we're not really confused about that. We'll be kind of confused on why isn't your foundation matching the person who achieves what they want. Why is it not? Because it should be like clockwork. Do an examination on yourself. Your foundation is going to hold you back. Reconstruction to align with the person who you want to be. Use I am statements to further identify with the person you want to be and take those actions. Because saying I am with no action, it creates more confusion, I swear. I swear it does. Because what do I look like talking about I want to lose weight and I still eat Popeyes every day? I look crazy. And I know y'all know somebody like that. Not even with food, but with other stuff. Oh yeah, I want to make it big. I want to buy all the nice clothes. I want the fresh car. And then niggas call out on their shifts all the fucking time. I want this. I want the hot ride. You barely go to work. You see how crazy they look? That's how you're going to be under looking, okay? Make your foundation match your actions. And then it's going to become automatic. Trust on that. Thank y'all for tapping in. Make sure you subscribe here. I hope y'all liked the video. Let me know what one thing foundation you struggling with. You feel me? Let me know in the comments what your struggles, what you trying to achieve. Let me know what your goals are. Check out the Patreon, my reaction channel, Instagrams, TikTok. And yeah, thank you.